What's up guys, Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com, back with another SketchUp extension tutorial for you. So this week we're going to talk about how to use the extension Flowify in order to bend a complex pattern across a curving shape inside of SketchUp. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by just drawing a circle. So I'm just going to tap the C key. I'm going to tap the left arrow key to lock this to the green axis. And that's going to allow me to draw a circle like this. And so what we want to do in this situation is we want to make something that tapers. And so what we're going to do is we're going to select this face, tap the S key to activate scale. We're going to scale it down a little bit. Then we're just going to push pull this like this. Then we're going to select the end over here, tap the S key again. And now I'm going to tap Control in order to put this in from center mode. If you're in an older version than 2021.1, you're not going to tap Control, you're going to hold Control. But I'm just going to click like this. And so now what we want to do is we want to create a pattern that goes along this surface. So this could be anything from a pavilion type shape, this could be a sword handle. That's kind of the direction we're going in this tutorial, but you can really make it whatever you want. So what we want to do is we want to use the extension Flowify in order to bend that pattern along this face. By the way, big thank you to my supporters on Patreon for voting on this extension this week. If you do want to vote on the next extension I'm going to cover, make sure you check out that link in the notes down below. So if you remember, Flowify is a free extension you can download from the SketchUp extension warehouse. It's basically going to allow us to flow a pattern along this surface. And so one thing about this, and I'm just going to make this kind of sequential so we still have all the pieces here, but one thing about this is it only works on rectangular geometry, so geometry that has 4 corners. And so what we need to do in order to make that work, what we want to do is we want to split this object in half. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to turn on my hidden geometry, and what I want to do is I want to find the geometry for the 2 ends over here that are going to make up basically cutting this in half. So I want to take these 2 ends and I want to uncheck the box for soften and for smooth. And so now if I turn back off hidden geometry, notice how these edges are now splitting our object in half. What that's going to allow us to do is that's going to allow us to copy this right here so that we have something to bend our shapes along. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in a group. So what we need to do now is we need to draw a plane that we're going to model on top of with our geometry. So usually what I like to do is I like to draw a line up from one corner, then I like to click on the end right here, and I want to find the geometry on the end, and I want to see how long that is. So in this case, this is going to be 6 13/16 of an inch. So I'm just going to draw a line. It's going to be 6 13/16, just like this. And then I just want to draw something that's as long as this edge right here. So 2 foot 8 1/4. Like this. And then I'm just going to use the rectangle tool in order to make a rectangle right here. And I want to draw a line from this corner to this corner right here. And so Flowify is very particular about the kinds of groups that you use in order to do this. So what you need is you need a group containing your target geometry. Your target geometry should be raw geometry, and it needs to have 4 corners like this does. It needs to have 2 edges that go from your flat face down to this face down here, and those need to be in a group. And then this face right here needs to be in a group as well. And all of these need to just have raw geometry inside of them. Then you take all 3 of these, right click and group them in order to set this up for Flowify. And to test if this is working at this point, you can go up to your extensions under Flowify. You want to click on the button for Impose Grid. And if a grid shows up in here, then you're going to know that Flowify understands that this is working. So then we just want to model on top of this the pattern that we want to create. So in this situation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from this point to this point. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to divide it. And we'll go ahead and say that this is going to get divided into 10 segments right here. And what we're doing is we're just modeling out whatever that geometry is that we want to repeat. So in this situation, for example, I've drawn a face in here. And what I want to do is I can actually use these points as kind of guides in here. But I want to have kind of a folded look on this surface. So it's going to look something like this, and then I'm just going to use the move tool in copy mode. I'm going to flip this to -1, then I'm going to move it across so that it aligns with my face. And sometimes it's easier to hide this geometry over here. But then we're just going to take this, we're going to extrude it up just a bit. Then we're just going to use the move tool in copy mode. So we're just going to select this, tap the M key, and then click, and then tap the control key and click right here. And then we're going to type in times and the number of copies we want to create. So in this case, I think it's going to be 9. So I created 9 copies of this object right here. We may end up coming back and changing this a little bit later, but I think it's going to work for right now. So we're just going to do a view. No, we're going to do an edit, unhide all. So now we've got all this geometry up here. Well, we want to take this geometry and we want to triple click on it. Then we want to right click and we want to make that a group. So now we have our target geometry group that looks like this. And then we've got a group up here that contains only raw geometry up here. And we want to select both of them just like this. So we're just going to click on one, then do a shift click and click on the other one. And then we just want to go to extensions, Flowify, Flowify. And realistically, you should probably save your model before you do this, just in case, so that you don't lose everything if this crashes. So again, extensions, Flowify, Flowify. What that's going to do is that's going to take the shape that you created and it's going to bend it along this surface, just like this. So let's go ahead and let's make a copy of that geometry over here. And then just take a look at it. So basically what it did is it took this shape and it just bent it along the cuts that were created on this face over here. But what we want to do in this situation is we want to make sure that we're not seeing all this extra geometry in here, unless we really want it, but I don't. So we're going to go down into our tray and we're going to use the soften edges function. You can turn that on by going to Window, Default Tray, Soften Edges. And we want to check the box for Soften Coplanar. And what that's going to do is that's going to hide most of that extra geometry that's in here. You can use the slider to hide more, but notice how if you really drag that off to the right, you start getting this kind of like weird, smooth geometry look that we don't really want. So we're just going to leave it at 20 degrees right here. But then what we want to do, and this is one reason why I kind of separate this geometry, is I'm going to make a copy over here and I'm going to move this so that it aligns. Well, then all we need to do to wrap the other side is just make a copy of this. So we'll just use the move tool in copy mode. Then we'll just scale this to -1. You could rotate that or mirror it as well, but then I'm going to move it up and click right here. And so notice how you do have a gap right here. There's a couple different ways you could fix that. So you could either draw a line across like this so you can see what that is. Then you could just double click in here and just select this edge. So we're just going to take this whole edge, select it, and then we can just move it down like this. Notice how it won't go unless you tap the up arrow key to enter auto fold mode. But you can just take this and just move that down so that this edge aligns. So this gets even easier if you make this a component, which probably would have been the smart thing to do. But you can see how fixing that is pretty easy. So then you can just bring those edges together and you've got a nice smooth transition on your object. And so the nice thing about this is you could do this over and over again. So let's say you wanted to try something different, right? You could just move this off to the side and this setup stays active. So you could just come in here and you could just try something else if you decided that you wanted to do that. You didn't like the way that this looked. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to make this out of like X's or something instead. So then we could just run Flowify again. And one thing I did do is I added too much geometry over here. So let's fix that real quick. But notice how this is going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to get some slightly different geometry. So we'll just check the box for Soften Coplanar. You can see how you can get this look really easily as well. All right, so that's where I'm going to end this video. I will link to some other videos on this page. If you want to vote on the extension that I cover every week, make sure to check out my Patreon page and consider supporting the show. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.